because they failed to pay rent. I have 6 children. These people make $350,000 a year is what they claimed on the rental application. I'm going to lose health insurance tomorrow, and my house is going into a foreclosure period as of tomorrow is 90 days late. They've just been sitting in my house, sir.
This is incorrect.
Are there people still in the premises?
I don't know. I would have to text them. I don't know if they're on the premises presently.
So here's what I'm going to do.
All right, folks. This one right here will boil your blood. We've got a viral TikTok squatter influencer. Yes, you heard me right. Someone who literally teaches people how to live in other people's homes rent-free, like it's a side hustle. And unfortunately, the poor homeowner stuck in this mess, she's on the verge of losing everything. She's standing there, voice breaking, telling the court how these tenants claim to make $350,000 a year on their rental application. Yet they haven't paid a dime in months. She's got 6 kids depending on her. Her health insurance is about to be cut off tomorrow, and her house is sliding straight into foreclosure.
I'm Jordan Lepick. I'm also on this case. Jared Lepick, unfortunately, was diagnosed with influenza A this morning. So he had his Zoom going and can mic in if need be, but he's got very little of a voice at this point.
Okay. All right. And yes, I do see him signed in. All right. Andrew Elliott or Traversia, is it Burrell?
Traversia Borelli.
Okay. Sorry.
That's
all right. Okay, what are we doing on this case?
Last week, sir, you had asked that they be out of the house before the hearing today. And as of right now, they're still moving stuff out of the property. There are still people on property, including a couple of unauthorized additional roommates that weren't included in the lease. And we have yet to get in contact with Mr. Elliott. He is the named person on our lease. So we would just like to see what his status is. We haven't heard from him since the 7th. And the last thing we received from him in writing was an email admitting to the debt owed and the wrongdoing on his part, stating that he can provide the court of a copy with this email. In his own words, he states, "We will obviously not refute what you are owed. We have no intention to. We would honor the court decision of the debt, which would additionally include legal fees. Given our contract is under the laws of Michigan, there is very little that can be garnished as the bulk of my earnings are earned as independent contractor." In this email, he proposed a payment plan that we were uncomfortable with agreeing to because he offered us specific payment arrangements over the last.
Can I stop you, please?
Absolutely.
All right. How much are you claiming is owed?
So as of right now, he owes $15,000 plus court costs of $234.43. If I may, could I give you like 90 seconds of backstory, sir?
Not really.
Okay.
Your Honor,
I don't know that I'm necessarily going to need it.
Okay.
Ma'am, are you moving out?
Yes, we've returned the key. I have a couple of friends currently helping me move out the remaining things. I'm actually at the U-Haul Center right now, and they are getting the rest of the items out presently under the supervision of the land manager.
Okay. So, and ma'am, are you disputing the amount they're claiming is owed?
I am.
You are?
Yes, I am. We owe.
How much do you think you owe?
So we owe December and January. That's $10,000. We paid a $1,000 late fee in November and a $2,000 late fee in September and October. We believe that these should be subtracted from the total owed due to illegality of those fees. Also, we were subjected.
How much is monthly rent?
Your Honor, monthly rent is $5,000 a month. This is a 4,000 square foot house that we were under contract for them to purchase. And we have done a series of short-term leases as they were waiting on the city.
Okay. So here's the thing. Is she right about, she just listed off, I think, $4,000 of late fees that they paid?
No, sir, that is incorrect. Those were from the previous lease. See, at first we did a 60-day lease, and then we extended that once their house was not sold. So we have 2 prior leases to this short-term lease, and we only enforce late fees on one of the months under those leases. And I can submit documentation of all this, sir.
Closure because of them. Can you imagine? Owning a home, paying the mortgage, and having freeloaders sit inside it while you're drowning in debt. Now, Judge Simpson, calm, collected, and doing his best to untangle this circus, starts asking questions. The defense? Oh, they've got excuses ready. They say, oh, we've returned the key, we're moving out. We're at U-Haul right now. But then in the same breath, they admit there are still people on the property and including unauthorized roommates who weren't even on the lease. So it's not just a squatter situation, it's turned into a whole boarding house operation. And here's where it gets even more ridiculous. The squatter's side tries to chip away at the $115,000 debt by whining about late fees. They say, well, we paid $2,000 here, $1,000 there, so it should be less. Meanwhile, the homeowner is practically begging the court to see the truth. She's losing everything while they drag their feet moving the rest of their stuff.
So can I.
I do have claims that ACHs were sent that were never received to my account, sir, as well as proof of funds that I received in December and no payment was made out of that. The last communication I had about a payment arrangement was on December 13th, and I was informed by Mr. Elliott that day that his wife had sent an ACH. However,
Okay, look, folks. Oh, ma'am, here's what's going to happen. What date are you going to be out of the premises?
We're already out.
Your stuff
You're
is
already
still
out.
Right.
Your stuff
And they have surrendered the keys?
Yes, and it's in the process of being removed as we speak. So we are out. It'll be another hour or two, I think, before it's all of our stuff is gone.
Then the only issue is what's owed.
Right. I also want to bring up, if I may, Your Honor, we were subjected to a wrongful lockout, so we are due 3 times damages of the $150 for a locksmith as outlined in Michigan's anti-lockout statute, totaling $450, which I also have evidence of.
Okay. All right,
Your
look,
Honor.
folks.
Your
Yeah.
Honor, house because they failed to pay rent. I have 6 children. These people make $350,000 a year is what they claimed on the rental application. I'm going to lose health insurance tomorrow, and my house is going into a foreclosure period as of tomorrow is 90 days late. They have money. They had subletters or whoever living with them, and I don't know if they were running a homeless shelter, if they were pocketing the rent that their roommates paid. They've
No.
just been sitting in my house, sir.
This is incorrect.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing. Possession has been granted. There are 2 parts to the case. Possession's been granted or surrendered to the plaintiff. So possession is not.
Sorry.
Pardon?
There are still people at the house. One of them had a residence established there, apparently. They're still at the house. And unfortunately, our property manager expired at noon today, as it is the last day of the month. So any clean out of anything left behind, I'm going to have to go assess for any damages left on my own next week.
All right. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. They've surrendered possession of the unit. Ma'am, to your knowledge, are there people in the premises?
Yes, there
Ms.
is.
Burrell, are there people still in the premises?
I don't know. I would have to text them. I don't know if they're on the premises presently, but we were told that we could get the remainder of the items out. So they would be doing that if they are not presently at the U-Haul Center where I am now. I'm just using my phone to do this.
Possession to the premises has been surrendered. Ma'am, as of, given everything that I'm hearing, your management contract expires, at midnight tonight? Is that the deal? Or
Yeah, yes. And we can't afford to pay
All
a
right.
property manager anymore.
Hang on. I hear you. I'm just trying to, because you're in North Carolina, right?
Yes, sir. But I will have to make
Okay.
a trip up to North Carolina to assess anything.
I know. I guess you're out of state. You've got a property manager here that won't be the property manager tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
So what? I should let you guys talk and then I'll just go back and then come back out. Because either you're going to listen to me or not.
Stuff. What really gets me, though? The smug attitude. Sitting there calm as can be like this is all just a minor misunderstanding. Folks, how do you look someone in the eye knowing you've lived in their house rent-free for months and act like you're the victim? That's not a tenant. That's a parasite. And trust me, Judge Simpson is trying to keep things fair, but you can already feel the frustration building. This isn't just about money anymore. This is about dignity. About a homeowner watching strangers destroy her stability while the law forces her to play defense in her own home. And we're just getting warmed up, because what comes next? It's going to make your jaw drop. So after all the back and forth excuses, Judge Simpson cuts straight through the noise. He doesn't care about their little side payments. He doesn't care about the "we're moving out soon" routine. He cares about the law. And the law says, you didn't pay, you don't stay. Period.
Possession's been surrendered. I'm going to give the authority, I'm going to grant to the plaintiff the authority to prevent waste under 4.201I, that you may lock and secure the premises effective 3 o'clock today. The reason I'm doing that is so that you can get your property manager, go over there. You can order a locksmith. You can change the locks at 3 p.m. today. Whatever else needs to get out, if you don't get it out by that time, you said you surrendered, you're giving them the keys, they giving you grace to get some of the stuff out. If it's not out, not out.
That's perfectly fine, Your Honor. Thank you.
Then the issue regarding the money is going to have to be done. Now, I might as well, because the parties don't seem to agree, set this matter for trial. You have to come up next week. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so trying to time this, if you come up, how long are you going to be up here?
Very short amount of time, sir, as I have children in North Carolina in school. So a day.
Okay. So if I I was just going to set this for a trial. So I can set a trial date, but I'm going to need the parties in person because apparently there's going to be a lot of documentation. So I'm trying to set it. So here's what I'll do. Because we're really talking about the money, but we got to get the premises secured first. So we've dealt with that. What's my date? March the 4th? 11th. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a non-jury trial as to the money issues for March 11th, 2025 at 9 a.m. That's in person. So I've tried to set that, ma'am, I tried to set it out far enough so that you could make arrangements or do what needs to be done to come up. We'll hear it that day. So if it has to be a one-day trip, it's a one-day trip. But I've just tried to put it out to, well, I think you get what I'm saying. Okay?
Absolutely.
But I'm allowing you to secure the premises. You're going to come up here, check on it. That way you can assess what damages or other things there may be there. Bring ledgers, all other documentation you want the court to look at on March 11th, and then we'll hear your case. Okay?
Ron, I'm ready to ask one question.
Sure.
Rather than pushing it out, I can make arrangements. I will make it work. Like I said, we're actually going into a 90-day foreclosure period tomorrow. And so time is kind of essence.
Got it. Then the best I could do is the 18th. What day? Yeah. The best I could then do is February 18th. I could push it up to that day. Will that be better for you?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
So non-jury trial in this matter then will be set for February 18th, 2025, 9 a.m. Okay.
One more question. Will Mr. Lepek have to appear as well, or will me be appearing sufficient just because he can't afford time off of work right now?
Well, he might want to have himself, if you're here, he may want to have himself. I will allow understanding childcare, work, those things. I would allow him to appear via Zoom.
Thank you. And as far as Mr.
So that he's present, but you will have to be here in person.
Understood. And Mr. Elliott?
He needs to appear. If he doesn't appear, then I do what I got to do.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, may I ask a question?
Sure.
My partner might not be able to get off work either, but I can show up. Is that a problem?
I will give you the same. Okay. I will give you the same opportunities that I give the other side in fairness. So you may appear, but he would have to be available via Zoom.
Yeah. The homeowner's attorney lays it out plain as day. These squatters racked up over $115,000 in unpaid rent. And while they were busy posting TikToks teaching others how to game the system, this mother of 6 was sinking deeper into foreclosure. Imagine working your whole life for a home, only for someone to waltz in, stop paying, and then drag you through court while you lose everything. But here's the thing. Judge Simpson doesn't let the drama spin out of control. He takes the bench with authority, looks right at the defense, and says, "Enough." He grants immediate possession of the property back to the rightful owner. That's it. No more stalling. No more excuses about U-Haul trips and "we'll be out soon." Pack it up, hand over the keys, and get out. And when the defense tries one last time to nitpick over late fees and discrepancies, the judge shuts it down cold. He makes it clear. The numbers will be handled, but possession is no longer up for debate. That home goes back to the owner right now. You can almost see the relief flood across the homeowner's face. After months of stress, sleepless nights, and the looming threat of foreclosure, she finally has the law on her side. And those squatters? Their TikTok career just took a massive hit because now they're not influencers. They're evicted. This whole case is a brutal reminder of how broken the system can feel when squatters know how to drag it out. But it's also proof that when the right judge steps in, justice can still cut through the nonsense. Because at the end of the day, property rights matter. And no amount of social media clout or sovereign-sounding excuses can change that. So remember this. Squatters might think they're clever, but sooner or later, reality always knocks louder than they do. And this time, reality showed up wearing a robe and carrying a gavel.